Hey everyone, Jonty here. Just wanting to let you guys know that next week's episode of Filthy Hope will be my final episode of Filthy Hope. After a lot of thought, reflection, and some really tough conversations, I have decided that it's time for me to step away from Filthy Hope. It's not a decision that I've made lightly. Filthy Hope has been a huge part of my life for the last 3.5 years. It's where I've been pouring my energy, all my creativity, and honestly, a big chunk of myself. This podcast has meant the world to me, not just because of the things that we've talked about or the guests that we've had or the ways that we've tried to make space for honest conversations around faith, life, doubt, and everything in between, but because of you, because of the people who have listened, who have shared, who've messaged and emailed the show, who've told us that these weird, messy, sometimes uncomfortable conversations have actually mattered to you. So that means more than I can say in this little short message. But for a little while now, I've had that gut feeling you get when you know that something is changing, when something is shifting. I've always believed that the stories that we tell matter, and I do want to keep telling stories, but I've just decided that Filthy Hope Studios is no longer the place that I'm called to do that in. I have lived and breathed Filthy Hope for the last 3.5 years of my life. I've co-hosted, edited and produced and uploaded 168 episodes of the main show, 41 episodes of Into the Word, and 6 episodes of Filthy Hope Studios' brand new podcast for kids and families on the way. In that time, a lot of things have also happened in my personal life, a lot of which I have spoken about on the podcast, but also a lot of which I haven't spoken about on the podcast. Since I joined the team back in 2021, it was February of 2021 when I joined this team. Since then, I've moved out of home, I've moved house a second time, I've gotten engaged, and I've gotten married, and so many other things along the way as well. So I mean, all that to say, I'm in a very different stage of life today to the one that I was in when I joined the team back in 2021. And that's really the best explanation that I can give for this decision. It's time to move on to the next thing. So what is the next thing? At this stage, I don't really know the answer to that question, which is, in all honesty, a little bit terrifying. But while I look for the next thing, I'll be writing more and more, which has always been the thing that I wanted to be doing with my life, as listeners will know. I've started a new blog in the meantime, which is called Postcards from the Abyss. That'll be the best way for you to keep up with everything that I do in the future, if that's something that you want to do. But beyond that, I'm looking forward to spending more time away from the spotlight that podcasting can put you under. Before I do wrap up, I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's listened, shared, supported, or challenged us along the way. And I want to particularly thank my podcasting partner, Rev Ness. We've had so many incredible conversations both on and off the podcast, and the impact that you've had on both mine and the listeners' lives cannot be understated. I'm so proud of what we've built here, and I cannot wait to see what Rev Ness and the rest of the team continue to build. So, for the last time on Filthy Hope, this is Jonty signing off. Take care of each other.